Do you feel like you are constantly craving sugar and you wonder why? And also, how do you control it and stop it? Well, in this video, I am going to explain to you 3 reasons why you crave sugar, and they're not all in your mind. They are physiological, and 4 different ways that you can combat and control sugar cravings. Watch all the way to the end because you're going to want to know these 4 hacks that are going to help you be able to control your cravings for sugar. So let's get started. First thing, why do you crave sugar? There are 3 different reasons why your body actually craves sugar. The first is that when your blood sugar drops, your body will give a signal that it needs to actually bring your blood sugar level up to a level that is safe and acceptable. And so what easier way to do that than to have you crave sugar? Now, why does your blood sugar drop? It drops after it's been elevated. So when you have a meal that sends your blood sugar and your glucose levels sky high, inevitably it's going to drop back down. And when it does drop, then you are going to subsequently crave sugar to bring it back up. That is a perfect example of being on that sugar roller coaster where you crave sugar, you eat it, it sends your blood sugar level high for a certain period of time, then it plummets and drops, and then you have to eat more sugar to bring it back up. It is an endless cycle that you do not want to be a part of. So it's better to have your blood sugar stay at an even level throughout the day. And we'll talk about how you do that in just a moment. Now, the second reason that you might be craving sugar is that when you eat sugar, it gives your body, your brain in particular, a little bitty hit, actually not a little bitty hit, a big hit of dopamine. And dopamine is a feel-good hormone. It's going to make you feel happy. It's going to make you feel good. And when your body gets that and your brain receives that little hit, that is something that you're going to want to keep repeating over and over again. So when you have those cravings for sugar, you're really actually craving an increase in your mood. And so your body is recognizing that you're in a low mood. Let's have you crave some sugar. You'll eat it. You'll get a dopamine hit. You'll feel better. So paying attention to your mood can really go hand in hand with your sugar cravings and recognizing, why is your mood low? How can you bring your mood up without turning to sugar as being the only answer? And then the third reason why you may be craving sugar is something called the protein leverage hypothesis. And what this is a idea, and that is that your body knows how important, how essential protein is, and it knows how much you need to have. So if you're moving throughout your day and you are lacking in protein, your body knows it, it recognizes it, and what it will do is it will create hunger with the hopes that you will choose protein and your body will get the protein that it needs to be able to continue to build muscle and to function in the way that it wants to function. Unfortunately, what most of us do is turn to what's quick and easy, and what's quick and easy is usually carbs, sugar, and fat. If you feel like you're craving sugar all the time, look at how much protein am I eating? Am I eating enough? And am I eating enough early in the day to kind of put off those inevitable cravings of sugar that your body will produce in the hopes that you're going to eat protein, because protein is what your body considers the most essential of all of the macronutrients. So just know your body is super intelligent and it will get you protein no matter what, but it will do it in a way that makes you hungry. So eat your protein early in the day and don't get into that cycle of your body continuing to ask for more protein. Give it the protein it needs early on. So what are the 4 things that you can do to help alleviate sugar cravings and to reduce them and control them? Well, the first one relates to what we just talked about in relationship to the protein leverage hypothesis, and that is you need to eat a protein-packed breakfast. Because if you give your body sufficient protein first thing in the morning, it is going to be satisfied and it's not going to need to have you become hungry in order for you to eat protein, because again, it knows that that's what it needs. Get a protein-packed breakfast. It's going to eliminate you starting your day and then moving through your day on that sugar roller coaster of your blood sugar going up and then coming back down, and then you having to eat more sugar to bring it back up to a level that your body wants. So it's super important. Protein-packed breakfast. What is something like scrambled eggs, salsa, some avocado? That would be a great scrambled eggs with cheese. That would be a great combination to be able to give your body the protein and the fat that it needs at that time. You also can eat chicken. You can eat any leftovers that's protein based, that is a protein in the morning, to give your body what it needs so it's satisfied and it doesn't have to resort to making you hungry in the hopes that you're going to eat more protein. All right, second thing you need to do is to reduce the spikes in glucose and elevating your blood sugar. If you're going to eat something sweet, there are two things that you can do. The first one is, if you are going to have something sweet, make sure that you have it as a dessert at the end of a meal instead of eating sugar on an empty stomach. When you eat it on an empty stomach, it has a tendency to elevate your blood sugar more, and you're going to get more of that glucose spike and then the crash that comes after it. So eat something sweet at the end of a meal as a dessert instead of eating it in isolation. So again, you want to avoid sweet snacks in the middle of the day if you are a person who snacks. Secondly, you want to make sure that if you're going to eat something sweet, that you eat it with either fat, protein, or fiber. And that way when your blood will not be inundated with all of this sugar right away. It'll have fats and protein and fiber, and it will slow down and reduce the impact that the sugar is going to have on your blood sugar. So eating, if you're going to have a piece of cake, chocolate cake would be really nice. If you're going to have a piece of chocolate cake, eat a piece of chocolate cake with a handful of nuts. Have something. If you're going to have a cookie, make sure that you have maybe a couple bites of yogurt, a couple bites of Greek yogurt with it, or you have some nuts with that cookie. Make sure that you have, again, protein, fat, or fiber with your sweet. So that will help reduce the impact on your blood sugar. All right, so we've gone through three of them. The three are protein-filled breakfast, eating sweets at the end of a meal, or eating something sweet with protein, fat, and fiber. Now, this last one, I think it's a special person who can do this. I don't think I could do it. I don't think it's something I'm interested in doing, but here it is. And it definitely reduces the impact and lowers your blood sugar by 30%. It lowers the impact that your meal has on your blood sugar by 30%. So it's pretty significant. If you can do it, more power to you. Go for it. That is to drink a tablespoon of vinegar in a large glass of water 20 minutes before your meal. 20 minutes before your meal, drink vinegar in water and then have your meal, and it will reduce the impact of the meal that you've had on your blood sugar by 30%. So that is pretty significant. It will lower it. So again, all of these things are things that you can do to allow yourself and to encourage yourself to be able to still have sugar, still have it be a part of your life, and not let it control your life, not let the sugar cravings run rampant. You can absolutely control them. You can control them physiologically, and you can also control them mentally. We have to make the decision that we're not going to let sugar control us, that we are going to be in control of whatever it is that we choose to eat. I hope these 3 reasons why you have sugar cravings, and then the 4 hacks that I gave you, the 4 ways that you can reduce sugar's impact on your blood sugar. I hope these have been helpful. I hope you've learned a lot from this video. And if you have, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, Kristen Jones Coaching, where I will provide you with tons of resources and tons of information about emotional eating, overeating, and how to lose the weight you want to lose and live the life you want to live. I'll see you in the next video.